Hi, and welcome to Emerald Isle Vacation Home Specialist. I'm your host, Dennis Richkovsky. And this episode is all about answering the number one real estate question home buyers have. When is the best time to look for a vacation home here in Emerald Isle, North Carolina? My go-to answer always is right now, but that answer is a tad disingenuous. Many years of living here and selling real estate have taught me that there are good times for looking at real estate in Emerald Isle. There are times that are better, and then there are times that are best. I'm going to tell you why this is so, but first a little backstory. Emerald Isle is a small coastal community located on the southern outer banks of North Carolina. It is home to about 3,600 permanent full-time residents, and the town opens its beaches and its hearts to about 40,000 tourists every week during the season, which runs from about Memorial Day to Labor Day. Summer is, without a doubt, the best time to visit Emerald Isle for vacations. What with children and school calendars, the warm ocean for every imaginable water activity, from kayaking to paddleboarding, the bright sun for sunbathing, and all the stores and restaurants that are open for your shopping and dining pleasures. Turning to real estate, when it comes to a vacation home, summer is a good time to look. First, the home buyer is already here on vacation. Second, visiting Emerald Isle in summer and falling in love with this coastal community go hand in glove. Vacationers rent properties in Emerald Isle year after year, and eventually they become so smitten with this place that they need to find a home they can call their own. Ask me how, I know. However, while summer may be a good time to look at vacation or second home properties, it is not the best time. First, unless you are here already on vacation, it is very difficult, if not impossible, to find affordable lodging if you can find any lodging at all. That's because virtually all vacation homes are rented, sometimes weeks, months, even a year in advance. Second, the time available for looking at properties is extremely limited. For example, if you are renting oceanfront, you check in at 4 p.m. on Saturday and check out the following Saturday by 10 a.m. If you are staying second row or sound side, check-in is on Sunday at 4 p.m. and checkout is the following Sunday by 10 a.m. The time between checkout and check-in is called the turn. This is the only time available for property managers to turn rental properties from Cinderella back into Sleeping Beauty. The only time to turn dirty linens into clean. The only time to turn stale refrigerators into fresh. And the only time to turn cloudy pools into clear. This turn time also happens to be the only time I can get you into a property for sale. Looking at a home to purchase is challenging in its own right. Just imagine how more challenging it becomes when you are looking at wet towels strewn about the bathroom, bed sheets and bedspreads crumpled on the floor, kitchen counters cluttered with pots and pans, and furniture with stains. And you may not be alone in the house. Cleaning crews may show up with their mops and buckets to do their magic, or the exterminator may be spraying for bugs. It is also challenging to get you into a house during the turn, let alone into more than one house. After all, there are 40,000 other people just like you on vacation. If only 10% want to look at houses, that's 4,000 people wanting to see maybe 150 homes. The other 36,000 simply want to get in or out of Dodge, and this turns Emerald Drive, the main thoroughfare through town, into a parking lot on the weekends. Traffic may cause you or another buyer to be late for an appointment, and that simply adds to the stress. Add in heat and humidity, and you have a perfect storm for escalating tensions. Now I get it. If you're coming from California or Colorado, summer may be the only time to look at vacation homes for sale in Emerald Isle. And if that is the case, I'll make it happen. But if at all possible, I urge my clients looking to purchase property to come back during one of our off seasons. And here's why. My favorite off season from a weather standpoint is fall. And if you want to buy a second home, fall is one of the better times to do just that. First, convenient and affordable lodging is easy to secure. If you are coming down for 3 or more nights, I recommend contacting one of the property management companies, and chances are you can book an oceanfront or soundfront home for your stay. Staying less than 3 nights? I'd contact the Islander Hotel, an oceanfront complex with a pool and exercise facility. For a bit more rustic island living experience, you can also check out the Bogue Inlet Motel or the Ocean View Inn, both of which are located by the Bogue Inlet Pier. On the mainland, the Hampton Suites and Inn, located at about a mile from the bridge leading to and from Emerald Isle, is a nice option. Scheduling showings is very easy in the fall. Most of the second homes in the vacation rental programs are vacant, and competition with other buyers is limited. These 2 observations guarantee you extended, exclusive examinations of homes you are interested in. Want to schedule multiple showings? No problem, inasmuch as traffic on the island is non-existent at this time. My record is 15 showings in one day. Finally, humidity is lower and the chance of afternoon thunderstorms is about nil. The one negative, and it is a big one, is hurricanes, and they are most frequent in September. And this brings me to another off-season, winter. Lodging is even more affordable. All homes are vacant. You have no competition with other buyers, and the average temperature is in the 50s. So you get to escape the cold winds and freezing temperatures on the mainland. In my opinion, winter, like fall, is a better time to look at vacation and second homes to purchase. Indeed, my wife and I spent 3 weekends one January, the year we purchased our first home in Emerald Isle. And now we come to what I consider the best off-season to look at vacation homes to purchase, and that would be spring. Spring is when real estate inventory in Emerald Isle is at its peak, as sellers have been spending the winter getting their homes in showing shape. Air temperatures are higher as the sun is rising in the sky, and prevailing winds are shifting from the cooler northeast to the warmer southwest. Plus, everything I've told you about why the fall and winter off seasons are better times to buy real estate in Emerald Isle also apply to the spring off season as well. Lodging options are plentiful and inexpensive, so long as you arrive before Memorial Day, when the annual crowds return. Until those vacationers arrive, most homes remain vacant for easy access, and scheduling multiple showings in a day is quite doable. Spring is when my wife and I purchased our second vacation home in Emerald Isle. In summary, summer is a good time to look at property in Emerald Isle. Fall and winter are better times, and spring is the best time. Now that I've given you my answer to your question, what is the best time to look at property in Emerald Isle, North Carolina? I have a question for you. What do you do next? Here's my answer. Go to my website, eihomesforsale.com, and request a free copy of my guide to buying real estate in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. Or text me your email address to 919-308-2292. Return next week to the same bat channel at the same bat time, 9 a.m. on Thursday, for another episode of Emerald Isle Vacation Home Specialist.